Beautiful namaste. And a beautiful morning indeed it is. Thank you so much for joining us here on the mat. Our flow today will take us around the mat. The purpose of our play is that we can begin to see all sides of us, which in effect is what the yoga practice helps us do, to see our many, many sides, our many, many layers, and shed light where previously perhaps we couldn't see. All right, so let's start on our mats, and we'll start right at the front of our mats in a pose called Tadasana. Here we go. Hey, puppy. All right, Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Now look down at your feet, rock back and forth. I feel your feet. Your brain is a long way away from your feet. Right? Infuse yourself with just noticing how your whole body feels. Whole body inhale, full body exhale. All right. Come to stillness by bringing the balls of the big toes together. The heels separated a smidge. Relift the toes, spread them nice and wide. Drop them back down onto the earth, and then press your feet into the earth. Feel that lift the heart, shoulders back and down. Encourage that lift and open of the heart by turning the palms to face forward. Notice what's happening in the tailbone. Let it drop down towards the earth. Deep low belly lifts. Beautiful. On your inhale, reach the arms out and up. Look up. Stretch up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Forward fold. Dive in. Drop your head. Shake it out a little bit. Slide your hands now halfway up the shins and press your hands into the shins as you once again roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart, tailbone lengthens, nice long spine, big breath in. Exhale, guide yourself down into the fold. Uttanasana, dangling forward fold. Maybe catch a hold of your elbows and sway a little bit right and left. You might bend one knee and then the other as well. Find yourself in the center. Drop your hands, walk your feet back. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. You can really press down with that right hand and reach back with the left heel, flexing the foot. Feel the sole of the left foot onto the earth. The palm of the left hand onto the earth. Good. Gaze forward. Step the right foot forward, right in between your hands. Wiggle the left heel back, lengthen the heart forward, drop the left knee down, top of the left foot. Inhale, heart lifts, arms reach, stretch up. Exhale, hands either side of that right foot. You'll tuck the left toes under, lift up through the back of the left knee, spin the back foot flat, leading with the left arm. Open yourself up wide, Viratu. Hips are open, heart is open, breath is flowing. Press through the ball of the big right toe, straighten the right leg, reach both arms up. On your exhale, dive in as you bend the right knee and sink in. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale and open. Let a happen. On your next inhale, as you lengthen the right leg and the arms come up, pick up the right toes, pivot the toes towards the long end of the mat. Exhale, hands find your hips. Once again, pivot the heels so the heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, sink in, what we call goddess pose. And then let's dance here. Press through both legs straight, arms reach up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. 2 more with your breath. Movements of the body with the movements of the breath requires us to get still and present. Next time you come to the shape of goddess pose, bring your hands to your heart. And then we'll find a balance play here. Lift up into the right pinky toes. Drop the heel down, lift up onto the left toes. Drop down, and then you got it. Lift up both heels, pause, breathe, balance, hips low, heart tall. Tailbone scoops just a little, deep low belly lifts. Good. Drop both heels down, straighten both legs, reach both arms up and over the head. Exhale, bring the arms out wide, lead with the heart. Come on down to Tadasana, forward fold. Hands find their way down to the earth. Wiggle the hips a little bit right and a little bit left to get into the inner thighs. After we've strengthened them with goddess. And then hand over hand, you'll walk the hands back towards the back of the mat. You'll pivot on at the left foot. The right heel lifts up to the sky. So now we're facing the back of the mat. You're in the right place. Pause and breathe. Both hands on the inside of that left foot. The right knee drops down again. Top of the right foot, inhale. Both arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, both hands down either side of that left foot. Straighten out the left leg. High up onto the toes, press the left heel down, left sit bone reaches back, heart lengthens forward, and then bow down any amount to get a nice stretch in the hamstring on that left side. And you can press down through the right shin as well to help square the hips. Breathe. Good. Gaze forward once again, recommit to the lunge. As you bend the left knee, you'll tuck the right toes under, lift up to the back of the right leg. Once again, inhale. This time we open back up to center, leading with the right arm. Vira 2. Dance again. Press through the ball of the big left toe, arms up. Exhale, dive in. Do that again. Press up. Dive in. Press up. Keep the arms up and over the head. Pivot those left toes towards the center. Exhale, hands find their way to the hips. All right, both heels in, toes out. Slightly bend the knees. We'll do a fun exercise called twist and dip. Right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, back up. Left shoulder, right knee. Back up. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale tall. Exhale and bow. 2 more. 1 more each side. And center. Right and center. Inhale, both arms up. Pivot the toes towards the front of the mat, right? So that the outer pinky toe sides of your feet are mirroring the short edges of your mat. Exhale, both hands down halfway. Rotate both shoulders forward. Bend your elbows. Interlace the hands back behind you. Webbing to webbing grip. And if you can, if it feels nice, you'll bring the palms together. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart. Drop the tailbone. Press into your feet. Straighten out through the arms. The elbows are straight. The wrists are straight. The knuckles point down. The heart lifts. The gaze lifts. And then unobstructed in the heart area, surrender. Come on forward. Hinging at the hips. Down you go. Any amount. Arms reach back. Crown of the head reaches forward. Head may or may not come down onto the earth. Continue the journey in the arms as they reach back, up, and over. I happen to be the variety where the arms come all the way down onto the earth. You may be different, but pause and breathe into where you are and what you see and how you are breathing. Smooth your inhale. Smooth your exhale. Yes, it's meant to get into the shoulders, but you can also feel it in the hamstrings and the low back, all sides of you. Okie dokie. From here, drop the arms down. This time, walk the hands way out in front of you. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Hammock pose. You'll snuggle the tips of your fingers down. Reach way back with the sit bones. Get a nice long length on the sides of your ribs. And notice what's happened in the heart. If it's become hardened, just melt the heart down towards the earth in an active surrender as your head bows and your breath flows and you breathe. Nicely done. Gaze up. Walk your hands back and then hand over hand, you walk your way to the front of your mat. You pivot the right toes, both hands on the inside of that right foot. Spin onto the left toes. Drop the left knee down. Top of the left foot. Press into the shin, press into the right foot. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky, lifting the heart. Lay low lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both hands come down to either side of that right foot. You'll tuck the left toes under. Lift up to the back of the left leg. Step back into downward facing dog. A little wiggle wobble. Now we'll take that. Little bit variation. Little bit of difference in timing, and we'll play with the other side. Left leg reaches up to the sky. All right. Pause here. Three-leg dog. The hips are lifted. The right heel grounds. The left heel rises to the sky, and you're centered on your left and right hand. Both elbows are straight, and the heart is melting down the arms into the hands. Breathe. Good. Now gaze forward. Step the left foot forward in between your hands. Drop the right knee down. Top of the right foot. Press into the right shin. Lift the heart. Lift the arms. Lift your spirits. Exhale, both hands down either side. Retuck the right toes. Lift up to the back of the right leg. Right arm opens you, Vira 2. To dance. Press through the left big toe, reach the arms up. Exhale and drop in. Straighten the left leg, reach the arms and the heart. Exhale, dive in. Let it happen. Come on back up. Pivot the left toes, both hands to the hips. Pivot both heels in, toes out, lay goddess. Inhale, both legs straighten, both arms up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sink in. One more. Inhale. Rise in the goddess pose. Exhale, sink it in. Now the hands can come down to rest on your thighs. You may choose to bring the hands, palms facing forward, elbows in line with the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and down, tailbone down. Breathe here. Sink in. Knees pressing out towards the pinky toe sides of your feet. And then straighten, nice and long. Exhale, both hands down to the earth. Position the feet again so that the left heel reaches out. The right toes pivot forward, hand over hand. Walk the hands either side of that right foot and bend the right knee. Drop the left knee down, top of the left foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands down either side. Hamstring stretch. Right side, reach that right leg long, come up onto the right heel, toes reaching back towards the heart, right sit bone back. Press the femur bone towards the earth and then melt the heart down. Any amount. Find your breath. Actually, it's more like reconnect to your breath. Your breath has never left you. The breath is always in love. Sometimes she's hidden from view. Right? Let your breath and the love in your heart come into your view as you breathe into the shape. Okie dokie, gaze forward, stay in love. Come back to the shape of the lunge as you bend the right knee and tuck the left toes under, lift after the back of the left leg. Open yourself up to Warrior Two pose. Find that dance of lift and surrender. Straighten the right leg, reach both arms up. Exhale, sink in. One more. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, draw up. Pivot the right toes. Hands find your way to the hips. Hands on the hips, shoulders back and down, heart lifts. Elbows together, hips back, heart forward. Come on down. Plant your hands. Skandasana, hand over hand. Bend the right knee, sink in any amount, high up onto the left heel. Walk the hands on the earth, find your way to the other side. Left knee bends, high up onto the right heel. Two more each side. Little bit of navel to the spine can help keep you strong and steady. Little bit of acknowledging your breath and breathing into love can keep you mighty and courageous. Next time you walk it over to the left, the hands will find their way to either side of that left foot. Bend the left knee, spin onto the right toes. Step your way back into downward facing dog. Heels drop. Heart melts. Tailbone lifts up to the sky. Press into the hands. Hands being the motor organ of the earth. Press in the hands. Feel your palms. Feel your knuckles. A little bit of lift into the wrist. That full hand connection. The hands are the motor organ of the heart. Feel the love. Feel the love of the earth that supports you. And the breath that animates you. And as it feels inviting, let the heels get closer and closer and closer to the earth with each and every breath. The feet are said to be the motor organ of the will. Right? We're willing to get a bigger view of love. Okie dokie, high up onto the toes. Bend both knees. Come down to this shape of Virasana. Walk your hands back, hips down onto the heels. Now, if this is not the medicine for your knees, just simply come to the shape of Sukhasana. Reorient yourself. Shoulders back and down. Tailbone scoops. Deep low belly lifts. Heart lifts. Smooth the breath. Feel yourself grounded on the earth, and you might notice as you feel yourself get a little bit more grounded that the heart feels a little softer, the eyes a little kinder, like relax that whole area around your eyes. Even let the eyes close, the lids be heavy. And as you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, the hands find their way heart center. And feel the left palm to the right and the right palm to the left. That little lift of the heart meets the tips of your thumbs. Big breath in. Loving breath out. Joyous breath in. Exhale, surrender everything. Just take a moment here and feel the love, that beautiful flow within. And sink the beauty within to the beauty that surrounds you. Find that yoga, that connection. Namaste. Ooh.